Hey, well, hopefully you've been with me throughout all of these videos I've been making on how to build a house, and we're obviously in the framing stages of this. They've already started installing some plywood in some of the walls. They're starting to do the perimeter, and they started out here in the garage, and you know, it was just where they decided to start. And we've got plywood on the outside and stuff, and I've already made a video of all that, so you can find that on my channel. But this video is going to be about these doors, the door openings and stuff. And remember, a long time ago, I made a video before they started framing on handicap issues, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit. Now, is it important? Well, it could be important to you. If you have not started building your house yet, let's say, and maybe you're older, or maybe when you get older, or maybe when you get ready to sell it, maybe you're going to market it to older couples, and if you have a few things already done, let's say, for them, it might be to your advantage. What I'm talking about is the interior doors. Lots of times in houses, for bedrooms, the doors, let's get to a bedroom, and let's see here. Okay, here's a door opening going into this bedroom. Okay, we'll go through the door, boop boop boop. Here's the bedroom. All right, here's a nice window here. I'm sure this is going to be a bedroom. Well, I say it's a bedroom, but maybe it's not. I'm guessing it will be. There'll probably be a closet. There could be a closet right there, or this could be a bathroom and adjoining door, because there's something over here. Yeah, that's what it is. It looks like there's going to be. This might be a little half bath, for all I know. I don't know, but you come in here, come through this door, let's say, or see, I don't know yet until they cut all these bottom plates out. It could be a Jack and Jill bathroom, and you know, there's a bedroom, here's a bedroom right in here, let's say. Okay, you go through here, and you could open a door here, go into an area, because it looks like there's where a toilet's going to be. There could be a sink here, or there's some plumbing in both areas. It'll be interesting, but let's just pick a door, shall we? This is probably coming into a bedroom, is my guess. Okay, most doors coming into bedrooms are 2 foot 8 inches wide. Why they picked that, I have no idea. 2 foot 8 inches wide. Okay, and usually doors going into bathrooms are 2 foot 6 inches wide, and usually a door going out of the house into a garage would probably more than likely be 3 foot wide, or it could be 2 foot 8 inches. Look at this door here. Not very wide, is it? I don't have my tape measure. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? You see there? Look at that big rainbow. Oh, that's awesome. Let's go check that out here for a minute. I've lost my train of thought here. Wow, we had a little bit of rain today, even though it's in the summer. Look at that. And on the outside, I don't know if you can see it, there's another small, it's like a double rainbow, you see there? Right there. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, let's get back here. I didn't bring my tape measure out here, but usually the door from the garage going into the house is 3 foot wide. Okay, and it could be 3 foot. And if they've got a bedroom, let's say with double doors, they might make the doors, might be a 5 foot opening. Let's go over here and let's take a look. Let's take a look at this and kind of see. I should bring my tape measure out here next time. See this door opening here? This goes into a bedroom, and chances are it's going to be a double door, right? And you're in this bedroom, and then chances are there's going to be a double door here that goes into their big bathroom. This is a master bedroom with the master bath And boy, I'm not sure. Oh, here's the opening here. This will be a walk-in closet. Here's another walk-in closet over here. Here's going to be their toilet. And then here's going to be their main bathroom area. There's going to be a cabinet here. There's also going to be a cabinet over there. There's going to be a tub here. There's going to be a shower over there. How do I know this? Because I talked to the plumbing contractor once upon a time, and he was telling me how this was laid out. But even if I didn't tell you, and then this is going to be probably for a woman, because look how big it is. It's probably the walk-in closet. And see, even that walk-in closet, look at the door. It's probably a double door. Here's a double door here, and here's a double door over here. Well, if that's a 5, oh, now look at this. Look at that. It goes all the way over. When the rainbow, when I was over there, it only went up a little bit. That's because the sun's going down. The sun's going down over here. It's cloudy and overcast. Isn't that cool? Look at that thing. In any case, if let's say this door was a 5-foot opening, well, then they'd have a 2'6" door and a 2'6" door, and that would make 5 feet. Well, if you don't keep both doors open all the time, which chances are they're not going to, chances are this door is going to swing up against the wall. Well, this door doesn't have anywhere to swing up against here, and if they wanted to keep this open all the time, the door is just going to be kind of out here, out in the wild blue yonder, right? So more than likely, they're going to enter their bedroom with a 2'6" wide door. Isn't that kind of weird? Not a 2'8" door or a wider door. Now, what am I getting at? I'm talking about this handicap stuff. Well, if you get a regular bedroom that's 2'8" wide, let's say, then my thing is, if I was building this house, and I'm not, this is just a suggestion for you, but if I was building this house for a bedroom, I would have planned on making these doors 3 foot wide. That's for handicap, wheelchair accessibility, in case anybody ever needed it. Maybe you think you're never going to need it. Maybe someday you're going to need it. And then it's going to be difficult to get through your openings, because a 2'8" door, you don't get 2'8" clearance. You get less than that. Once you open the door, you got the door sticks out a little bit. You've also got the door stop on both sides sticking out a little bit, so you don't get 2'8" clearance. You get more clearance. Handicap clearance is 2'10", I think, if it per code. Okay, you can only get that with a 3 foot wide door. But if you got a 3 foot wide door, you're all set up, aren't you? Obviously, that would have meant that this hallway, they would have had to have made it a little bit bigger. But they could have done that had they have known, let's say. And over here, they could make that bigger if they knew that, and different things like that. And if you thought about stuff like that before you built things, you could design your house so that at least your bedroom doors were 3 foot wide, let's say, and more easily accessible for the future. Or maybe when you got ready to sell the house, let's say you're in your 30s, and you get ready to sell your house, you're moving out of town, and you're 50, and you still don't need wheelchairs. Maybe the next person is looking for a wheelchair accessible type house, and this house is perfect for them. They're not going to dicker with your price. They're going to get it, and you're going to sell it within 3 days, let's say, instead of 3 months. Why? All because you had a few things you thought of before. 3 foot wide doors, your bathrooms, your toilets were handicap height on your toilets. You had grab bar backing installed, even though you didn't have grab bars in there. You already installed grab bars backing in there for somebody. You know, stuff like that. Just different things. And let's go back to this door opening for the bedroom. How could you get a 3 foot wide door if you have, let's say this opening was 5 feet wide? How could you do that? Well, you could have this door on the left-hand side, 3 foot wide, and this door 2 foot wide. And because it's not right down at the middle of a hallway, let's say, are you really going to see that one door's 3 foot, one door's 2 foot as much? Well, you probably would, but I mean it's just a possibility if you had only a 5 foot opening. If I was doing it from scratch, I would try to make the door opening 6 foot wide, and then put 2 3 foot doors, one active 3 foot door, one inactive 3 foot door, so I still have 3 foot access. As it is, if you didn't do anything, let's say this is a 5 foot opening, you have a 2 foot 6 door and a 2 foot 6 door, and you're handicapped and somebody needs a wheelchair access, you could leave both these doors open all the time. Let's say now you got 5 feet coming through all of these doors, going everywhere. Do you see what I mean? So I mean, just a few things like that you could think about prior to building your house. You know, it wouldn't cost that much extra at the time. Obviously your doors are going to be a little bit more because they're 3 foot wide instead of 2 foot 6, 2 foot 8 inches wide, and things of that nature. But if you're planning all that out ahead of time, it's not going to be that big of a deal. Later on, yes, it is a bigger deal because on a wall, let's say, usually, let's go in here. Usually, let's say this is a bathroom. It's not. It's a closet, but let's just say it's a bathroom. You have a 2x6 wall, a 2x4 wall, 2 foot 6 inch wide door, and generally they'll have the light switches next to the door. So if you want to ever mess with it later, you've got to take the door out. You've got to take a couple of joining studs out. You've got to relocate your light switches to put in a new door. If you have a header across your door, you may have to, and if that was a bearing wall, you may have to take the header out, install a longer one, and all that. Yeah, I mean, it's all doable, right? It's just going to cost a little bit more. Okay, so and also since we're talking about doors, lots of times now see on here, he's going to have all 8 foot tall doors, and it makes sense because the ceilings in here are probably going to be 10 foot tall ceilings. I can see that without even getting a tape measure out. They're going to be 10 foot tall ceilings all throughout here, and that's why they have 8 foot tall doors. Usually you would not want to have 10 foot ceilings with a 6 foot 8 doors to try to save money, because a 6 foot 8 door would make it look like the doors are too small for the room, because just for aesthetic purposes, you generally would have 8 foot tall doors if you got 10 foot ceilings. Does that make sense? Or 9.5 foot ceilings. You might want to think about your bedrooms or your bathrooms. Maybe your bedrooms. You might want to think about installing solid core 8 foot tall doors as opposed to hollow core doors for sound. And also, if you've got kids and they're rough housing in their bedroom, how many times have you heard of people having to replace their hollow core door because some kid they were playing around and one got pushed into the door, and because it was hollow, it broke the door. Well, solid core doors, you don't have to worry about that. And with solid core doors, you use them for sound, especially for the bathrooms. If you've got a main bathroom out in your half bath, out down the hallway or something, and you open the door and you got your main room after that, maybe you want to think about putting a solid core door there for sound purposes. And then around your bathrooms, what I used to do was put insulation on the interior walls around your bathroom to muffle the noise, showers, exhaust fans, toilet flushing, all that kind of stuff. Not that it's required to have insulation on your interior walls around there, but just for sound. And you could do that around kids' bedrooms. Insulation doesn't really cost that much to put it on your interior walls, right? Or if you got a second floor, you put insulation on your floor between your first and second floor, And maybe the insulation is not required, but you're just going to do it for sound. You know, people walking on there or clicking their heels. If you've got some tile floors on the second floor, or wood laminate floors or vinyl planking, and you keep hearing people clip clop clippity hop on down the road, you know, up on your second floor, so you can put insulation there. So there's a few ideas for you. I'm just kind of rambling now, aren't I? But I hope you can see, hey, the more you watch, the more you learn. Oh man, look at that. It's getting kind of dark, isn't it? You can't even really see me, but hey, that's all I got for this time. But I'll be back. I'll be back with more videos. And every time I come by here, they've got something else installed that I like to talk about. So you might want to stop by next time, because you never know what you're going to see. And you know, next time we'll see all the plywood installed on the perimeters of the walls, and we'll probably eventually see that. We'll see that over there, and then it'll be all about them getting ready and making sure all the interior walls are done. They're all braced properly, they're all finished off properly, so that when the trusses come here, they'll be ready to install the trusses. I'm kind of curious to see how they're going to install these trusses, by the way, because this is so wide. It looks, I believe it's going to be a single-story house, and it's much wider than most houses because of all the square footage. I think it's close to 5,000 square feet for this entire house, and it's just on one floor, which means where are they going to stop and start these trusses? If they go from end to end, let's say, that roof line is going to be huge, and then they're going to have a big old attic that they can't really use for anything, but it'll be all full of trusses, and I have a feeling that's probably what's going to happen. But time will tell, and I'll be anxious to show it to you. So keep watching How to Build a House.